today topic is choosing the best visualization type. In Power BI, how to choose the visualization and which one visualization is best one for some particular type of data. So each Power BI visual is like a building block working together to build a strong data storytelling narrative. It's up to the creator to decide which ones to use. It's not mandatory which one we have to for some particular data. But for some of the questions to ask before placing the visuals on their report include: what's the target audience? Will they familiar with these visuals? Is this visual suited for the specific data? Will it portray it accurately? Does it work with the data at all? What do I want to tell with this visual? Does it provide meaningful insights to the users? So all these questions we should ask before to ourselves before plotting any data visuals. So what are visuals? Power BI already includes a wide variety of visuals, and the choice doesn't get easier once you add the vast selection of custom visuals that you can get on AppSource. That's why we decided to create this Power BI visualization guide, or this one class, which covers all the basics regarding Power BI chart types. We will list the most popular Power BI visualization types, talk about their purpose, strengths, and or weakness, and what data they are best suited for. So these are few visuals in which this is a donut chart which is comparing some population around the few countries or some database comparison, maybe some sales data in few countries like Mexico, Germany, France, Canada and USA. And this is a simple pie chart which is showing information about three different categorical data: absent, no and yes. This is a map chart. This is a line chart, and all these charts are showing different kinds of information. Some few categorical chart, this is categorical chart, this is line chart. So what is the use and how to we can decide what is the purpose of this chart? So first we will go to with Power BI pie chart. Almost everyone has seen a pie chart in their life, whatever it's in a business report, newspaper article, or maybe a high school presentation. With a pie chart you can show the relative portion of each category in relation to the total. So these charts are simple to read and they can give quick insights into your data. For which purpose we use Power BI chart? These are suited for comparison of numerical values in category based data. It's best suited to provide a quick overview of how the total can be separated into subcategory. For example, if you want to visualize voting data of 1523 people, 843 voted yes, 520 voted no, and the remaining 160 absent. So the pie chart will show each of these with as appropriately sized slices. So if we go to the chart, then you can see that how much percentage is there for no, for yes, or for abstinence. So this is a rudimentary example to illustrate the basic, but Power BI pie charts can work with more complicated data as long as each category has a value assigned it. So you can see easily how much percentage is there. But what is the limitation of Power BI chart? What can you understand by this? So we can see if we need a accurate show a comparison between multiple categories, then there are better Power BI charts available. Pie charts simply provide a visual representation of the proportional makeup between the multiple categories. It's a great for a quick glance to get an overall idea about the data, but so it's also merely a starting point for through analysis. So if there are multiple similarly sized values that you need to compare, it might be a better idea to visualize your data with column or bar chart, because due to the inherent design of the pie chart, the total must always add up to 100%. So if you need to visualize a production surplus or an overspend in the budget, this is not the way to do it. And by pie chart, we cannot extract exact accurate information. Next one is Power BI donut chart. Donut chart in Power BI are closely related to the pie charts, but they fulfill the same purpose and share most of the benefits and disadvantages. However, just as the delicious naming convention would suggest, pie charts are filled circles, whereas donut charts have a space in the middle. So, some reports creators opt for donut charts in lieu of pie chart purely for aesthetic purpose because one practical use of the donut hole is placing a label or total value in the middle. Some custom visuals like Drill Down Donut Pro also use this space for navigation controls, such as displaying previous levels of hierarchy. So, similarly to pie chart, donut charts can be used as a steering wheel for your report. Since it's one of the most visually prominent elements on a report, so it can be the user's first point of contact with your data. With cross-chart filtering, the rest of the report can respond to users' actions by providing relevant data as they filter or drill down on the donut chart. So this is the use of donut chart and how we can use for any country. We are showing here for any country product and sum of sales. So how we can show this is what about? USA had 21.0, Canada 20.96. So it is showing total and comparative sales for 5 countries. What are the limitations? Owing to similarity to pie charts, the visualization type share many of the same drawbacks. One is it's always add up to 100%. So it's not the best choice for a detailed comparison between multiple similarity size categories. So this issue is amplified by the donut shaped design and with no corners and no center part where all the slices stem from. So it's even harder to distinguish the minute details. Next one is Power BI column chart. It's a staple in the world of data visualization, is a trustworthy of all the column chart. So it's the most straightforward way to visualize multiple categories and directly compare them against each other. The larger the value, the taller the column chart, and usually Power BI column charts show each category as a single bar. However, depending on the capabilities of your visual, you can also display multiple values or even categories as a cluster or as a stack. So these are different type of charts. These are different types of Power BI column chart, and this is a cluster, this is single value, and this is a stack. So we can see a column chart we use in many of the visuals, and it's the best way to compare different kind of categorical things. So what are the uses of this? We need to visualize the difference between multiple categories. So column chart is the go-to choice and for a good reason. They are simple to read and almost everyone has had experience with them. Sure, they may not be the most imaginative choice, but they get the job done. What is the limitation? If you are building a tightly packed Power BI report, you will have to keep in mind that column chart usually take up a lot of space. This is the main disadvantage. So, if you have a lot of categories or need to visualize a very detailed comparison for the most efficient use of space, you will have to choose the perfect balance because these charts become larger and the difference between category values will become more pronounced. So this is the main disadvantage of column chart. Next one is bar chart. In Power BI, bar charts are column charts turned sideways where column chart display data vertically and bar chart do it on horizontally. So these are almost similar on different axes. There are certain scenario where what are the use cases? There are certain scenario where Power BI bar charts are a better choice than a column chart. For example, if it's a better fit in your specific report design, if you lack horizontal space but you have plenty of vertical pixels to spare, they are more accommodating for long text and category labels. So such as website URLs or email address without requiring specific changes in the formatting setting, we can use bar chart. And this may view like this. See, for different categories of some product, we can see which one have the maximum value and which one have the least one value or similar value. So we can use it for comparative purpose in vertical axis. What are the limitations? bar chart can still take up a lot of space on your report. Furthermore, like column charts, you have to be careful of how to display your data. If it is a massive outlier, because they will affect how entire series is scaled. Okay, so this is about Power BI bar chart. Now we will move to Power BI line chart. Column or bar charts are meant for categorically and show each as an individual element, but line chart work for numerical data and join dots point together with a line. So for this reason, line chart are better suited for showing changes over time and export trends in some specific data. You can see here, these are categorical data and we have shown each point we have matched with some line. So this type of chart is best suited to visualize changes across data points. It's a great way to spot trends and visualize growth. They are more widely used in a time-based context. So, for example, in any financial year for revenue growth, we will return to timelines later. So they can also find uses in other scenarios as well, such as performance benchmarking or average score evaluation across multiple categories. What are the limitations of line chart? Line chart are incredible for specific purpose, monitoring growth, visualizing. However, for accurate comparison between different categories, column or bar charts are a better fit. So this is all about different kind of charts, and we have some more charts even, and we will continue the information about different kind of charts in next video too. Okay, till now this is all about few charts. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you friends. Thank you so much.